Out here in the high country, you don't just explore the land, you become part of it. It's in the crunch of the tyres over the shale, the cold river crossings, or the scent of the wet gum trees after rain. These camps tucked away on spurs and valleys, they don't come with crowds, they come with silence, space, and something that shifts inside you. We came looking for views, but we found something else. Peace, clarity, and a feeling of being exactly where we're meant to be. This trip series proudly sponsored by Kenda Tyres Australia and Dobinson's Spring and Suspension Adelaide. Well, how unique is this? This is day 2 of camping at Howitt's Hut. Yesterday was just like we thought, a bit of a hurry up and wait game. We sent one of the cruisers off to go get the part that we need to fix the 200, and that arrived back in yesterday afternoon. So hopefully that's all fitted to the 200 now this morning. They're camped just a little ways away, but look at this. We've woken up this morning to a nice coating of white snow throughout camp, and it's just something that I'm definitely not used to coming from WA, and it's very unique, very special. And looking at the weather, looks like we're really in for a treat, a really nice day today. So I can't wait to go see what the tracks bring. Hope we are a little bit behind now, spending a day here. We spent most of the day in the hut yesterday. Got a big fire going down there, staying out of the wind. It was blowing a gale. Not great for sitting around at camp, not doing much, but we had an awesome day nonetheless. So let's get this camp packed up and get on the road. So it was time to get back on the road again. Now unfortunately we were a day behind now, but not only did we have to catch up, but we also had to say goodbye to Rob in his Nissan Patrol, who had to head back home and back to work. So as he made his way through the High Plains roads, we pointed the rest of the convoy back towards the Zeka Spur Track for attempt number 2. It wasn't long before we were back down in a valley and facing a little challenge on a sidetrack to test out the new suspension. Okay, let's give this a little bonus line a go, eh? Perfect. Easy. With the 200 series through unscathed, it was time to bring up the rest of the convoy. The 200 series traction control systems certainly do a good job on these types of tracks, but this twin-locked Hilux showed us the true definition of traction and control. Very impressive. With all of us through, it was time to head to our lunch spot for the day, have a quick break and continue on. The Zeka Spur Track taking us through a variety of terrains and providing multiple picturesque river crossings and valleys alike. Now, it wasn't long before we were pointing the vehicles up Wombat Range track and getting that elevation back. Well, what a spectacular drive. This Wombat Range track has it all. It's just amazing. The nice steep hill climbs coming up onto the ridgeline, and then just phenomenal views from up there as you drive along both the left and right hand side. Nothing extreme or overly technical, but nonetheless it's been enough to give us a little bit of fun today and a taste of what's to come in the next few days. So the sun is starting to get a little low in the sky now. It's mid-afternoon. We're hoping to get to a place called Talbotville for camp tonight, which will be a bit of a base camp for us. Over the last few nights we've been moving every single night, and we're finding out that it's a little bit more difficult when we're in the below 0 degree temperature range to pack up each morning, so it would be nice to have a couple of nights in the same spot just so we can base ourselves, head out, hit the tracks, and then come back to an established camp. But we'll finish off this Wombat Range track, which is not too long, I don't believe, and then we shouldn't be too far from camp. But what an awesome day. Wombat Range track were really something else, but the sun was getting low and we needed to find camp. Yet another icy river crossing later and we rolled into Talbotville, ready to set up a base camp surrounded by mountains, good friends, and the warmth of a campfire. A night in the bush really doesn't get much better than this. Next time on the Victorian High Country series, the good weather continues in some of the most beautiful campsites on the trip yet. We visit the famous pubs and drive iconic tracks leading us through river crossing after river crossing, getting carried away well into the night.